So gaming Christmas has came and left us with trailers with no gameplay, awkward indie devs, and Todd Howard. It's a thing that needs talking about, and who better to do it than little old me. So let's not waste any more time and begin. EA's conference. It's pretty meh.
Oh man, I was listening to target demographic for most of what they showed.
I laughed more than I should have of Battlefield 5 having a battle royale mode, and Star Wars was bringing it home with awkward pauses and just being all around unintentionally funny.
The only games they showed that I was mildly excited for, Unravel 2, the sequel to a game that I thought was really interesting looking, and the fact that they were thinking of people who aren't going to play their games with friends and let you carry the other yarn dude to make the single player less annoying was something I deeply appreciated. Here's hoping the game does good so the studio can leave EA's nasty, dirty, and sweaty palms. The other game was Sea of Solitude. It looks to be another game about a sad child in a big evil world, like Limbo or Inside, but in 3D. And those games looked interesting, so I have no doubt this one will be too. Overall, EA's conference was a nice 4 out of 10. Nothing great, but it could have been better. Just added more awkward indie devs, and it would have easily been a 9. Can Microsoft sell you on an Xbox One? No, but they can at least make you forget that with some really good game presentations. They were definitely the best show of Sunday. Games like DMC5, Sekiro, Cage 3, and Jump Force, making my assignment levels go through the roof. While I'm not a fan of the new look DMC is going for, the gameplay looks fast paced and Nero's new arm looks going to be super fun to use. Sekiro looks like the Souls game to get me into Souls games. Played a bit of Dark Souls 2 and I never really got into it. It was too slow for me. But Sekiro looks to fix this as it looks to be a faster version of that. And that's great. Kingdom Hearts 3 continues to give me a boner every time I look at it. Jump Force, my real only fear is that the game will be similar to the Raging Blast / Xenoverse games, meaning it looks flashy but it has no real substance. Hopefully we'll get an open beta or something because this looks too cool to flop. I mean, you have Goku New York City. I can screw this up. The other stuff that was shown, while not as exciting as the other games, were still good looking. I'd give Microsoft an 8 out of 10. I've heard for some people that the beginning parts of Bethesda's conference wasn't that great as compared to the last part of theirs, but for me, it was the opposite. I thought that the band was funny, more due to the honest reaction than them, but they're still enjoyable. Rage 2 looked fun, but I think it would have benefited from a more cartoonish art style like Borderlands, because it just doesn't really feel as wacky as the trailers would lead you to believe, and that was it. I literally could not care about anything else they showed, and I feel like that's due to them showing little to no gameplay for most of the things they announced. I could have been roped into them if I saw what they were offering, but they didn't. I give them a 3.5 out of 10. Most meh out of the conferences, Ubisoft didn't show anything that jumped out at me. Dying Light 2 looks good, though that reminds me I still need to play the first game. The only thing surprising about the new Just Dance is that it's coming out on the Wii and Wii U. Seriously, one of those things is dead, and the other thing is the Wii. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I never played the original Beyond Good and Evil, so I wasn't super excited for this one. The new trailer didn't really sell me. The new Assassin's Creed game looks so far from being an Assassin's Creed game that I thought it was a new IP at first. Glad to see they're experimenting more with the format, but it looks like they're going a bit too far with this. Starlink Adventures was nice, and putting Star Fox in totally threw me off guard. Miyamoto being wholesome was a nice bonus. Overall, I'd give Ubi a 6 out of 10. They made me more interested in Just Cause 4, I'll give them that. The crazy weather thing looks like it'll be fun, but it does make me wonder, what place has both crazy tornadoes and blizzards and somehow still has people that live there? Though that was an interesting thing from Square. Anything else they showed off was really boring. They somehow managed to show Kingdom Hearts 3 and not give me a beta, which is borderline impossible. Overall, I'd give them a 4.5 out of 10. Hey Square! This is how you do a short conference! Well, Nintendo didn't show a whole lot of stuff I'm interested in. Like, at best, I really like how Daemon X Machina looks. Mechs finding bigger mechs is always cool. Seeing the world with you getting your release window was nice, though I wish we got a specific date, but we can't win everything, and that was it. Until Smash, baby! Nintendo chose the perfect game to spend most of their conference on. The game looks flashy as heck. Seeing my boy Snake return made me hard as a rock. Seeing everybody return to Smash was super cool. The game does look like it used Smash 4 as a base, and that's understandable, and while I didn't play that much of Smash 4, I did enjoy what I played of it, but I've no doubt this will be good too. Some people did get upset at that, but like, you have to understand, a game of this scale probably couldn't be made any other way. Nintendo brought the hype and closed it through on a high note. Overall, I'd give them a 7 out of 10. This year's E3 was good. Not the best, but it could have been a whole lot better. I don't really remember last year's E3 to give a good comparison, but this one left me feeling satisfied. Microsoft won E3 this time. While I won't be getting an Xbox One, they revealed some of the best games, and no other conference managed to show things that were as good or interesting as Microsoft. And with all that, I am out. Please leave your thoughts on E3 and what you thought of it in the comment section below, and until next time.